Today's video, top 10 places in Czech Republic.
We are Lisa and Greg, an American couple living abroad in Spain. If you're curious about the crazy, funny, and surprising differences between the US and Europe, you came to the right place. We're creeping towards 10,000, so go ahead and hit the subscribe button so you can be one of the select few to come along for the party. All right, this is Ryan. We like Ryan.
Yeah, we did a video of top places of Germany.
Mm-hmm.
And now we're doing the surrounding neighbors. So we don't honestly know too much about Czech Republic. So this is exciting. I feel like I was telling Greg that we feel like we know more than we ever have about Europe. We're starting to know more about Europe than we do the US.
We will in a pretty short period of time. So.
Especially because you guys are like really each video you're teaching us so much.
Yeah, it's great. It's awesome.
It's amazing.
And we should say we did a slight preview and the music is sometimes pretty loud. And Ryan speaks kind of softly. So just be aware. You might get, if you listen with headphones, it might get loud occasionally.
Yeah, on the music part.
Yeah. You ready?
Yes.
All right, here we go.
What's up, guys? My name is Ryan, and I want to share with you my favorite places in the Czech Republic. So here's my Czechia top 10.
Czechia.
Czechia.
Yeah, I guess I don't know the difference between, they call it sometimes Czechia and sometimes they call it Czech Republic. So,
Czechia. Okay. Yeah.
Which I don't know if any other countries do that. Like Spain doesn't have another name.
I don't know. Our people will let us know.
Tell us what that means.
But I just think
Czech
Czech
has
Republic,
two names.
I think it used to be called that.
Czechoslovakia is what it used to be called.
Oh God, I'm just making myself look bad.
No, I think it's fine.
No, I'm not saying you're making me look bad. I'm making myself look bad.
No, but I think it used to be called Czech.
We don't know. Yeah,
it used to be called Czechoslovakia, I believe. And now it has I've heard it in two different names, Czechia and Czech Republic.
Okay,
so I don't know.
Well, let's keep going.
Yeah, help.
Yeah.
The Czech Republic is one of Europe's hidden gems. It's a land full of mystical castles and medieval.
But that's interesting. You call it Czech Republic too.
See, that's what I'm saying. It has two names. And why does it have two names?
Okay.
And they see one is not because sometimes there's a proper name and other times there's a name you shouldn't call it or something like that, but they seem to be interchangeable.
Okay, all right.
Republic is one of Europe's hidden gems. It's a land full of mystical castles and medieval cities, from the fairy tale town of Cesky Krumlov to the stone pillars of the Bohemian Paradise. The Czech Republic has so much to offer. Let's start this video off in the enchanting city of Prague. Now, when it comes to European cities, it's hard to beat the charm and beauty of Prague. Now, located right in the middle of the Czech Republic, Prague is known as the political...
Hold on. That's...
You're trying to look at the map.
Now, located...
Right next to
it's between
Germany.
Poland, Slovakia, Austria, Germany.
Oh, cool. Oh, wow. It's right in the middle of all those.
Yeah, there's a big channel, the Something Guide, that he's based out of Prague.
Okay.
In Czech Republic. Czechia.
Right in the middle of the Czech Republic, Prague is known as the political, cultural, and economic center of Central Europe. The city was founded around the 9th century and flourished during the Renaissance and Baroque eras. Now, Prague was the capital of the Kingdom of Bohemia and was the main residence of many Roman emperors such as Charles IV. Now, one of my favorite attractions in the city is the Charles Bridge. Its construction began in 1357 and it wasn't finished until the beginning of the 15th century. The bridge is decorated with an alley of 30 statues. It's so scenic and such a great feature. Now, the Old Town Square...
That looks like it was in movies.
Yeah.
It almost looks like the Spider-Man. It was in Spider-Man.
I don't know. I don't watch those movies.
It looks like the bridge that Spider-Man and that one chick was on.
You don't know her name?
Nah, it's his. Oh gosh, see, we told you guys we're terrible with movies.
We
but it's his girlfriend.
Yeah,
whatever his girlfriend's name.
Okay.
Oh man,
of 30 statues.
MJ,
so scenic and such a great feature. Now, the Old Town Square is also a great place to explore, and the Prague Castle is another.
Oh my God, look at that! It looks like a Lego house.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't even look real.
It's so fascinating.
That's cool.
Yeah.
To see. It's considered to be the largest ancient castle in the world and was built more than 1,000 years ago in the 9th century. I mean, that's a freaking long time ago. I mean,
So
Prague just has
classic.
such a historic vibe, and I hope you all can visit. Now, afterwards, we're going to visit the town of Telc. Now, located about a 2 hours drive from Prague, Telc is this magical town surrounded by 2 ponds and is bound to transport you back in time. One of the main attractions of the city is the Telc Chateau. It was built in the 14th century, but the castle and the rest of the town was burnt down in a great fire in 1530. Now, with everything burnt down, it essentially made the town a blank canvas, and the 23-year-old leader at the time, Zacharias of Hrad,
23.
He couldn't have been 23 at that.
Maybe. He's 23 years old. That is amazing.
That is wild.
on a blank canvas, and the 23-year-old leader at the time, Zacharias of Hradic, saw potential and decided to reconstruct the castle and town with a Renaissance style.
Oh,
Today,
wow.
the castle is considered to be one of the best preserved Renaissance structures in the Czech Republic. Now, another one of my favorite features of Telc is the main square. It's lined with
cool.
beautiful Renaissance and Baroque houses.
That looks like a Hollywood set.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like with the fake
Yeah.
facade in the front.
Like Universal.
And everything's like all
Right.
not real
Yeah.
behind this facade here.
I mean, this town is truly a fairy tale. Afterwards, we're going to head to the north of the country to visit
Oh my
Jested.
God. What is that?
Jested. That is very
And it looks, oh, that's awesome.
unique.
Yeah. Maybe it's like a restaurant. I don't know.
I wonder if they
located
get
right-
lightning strikes.
Near the Polish and German borders, Jested is this beautiful mountain peak with a uniquely shaped 94-meter tower that was constructed back in 1973. Now, special
wow.
thanks to my
Oh,
friend
relatively
Peter
recent.
Podrusek for sharing his footage of Jested and many other places in this
Oh,
video.
cool.
He has some incredible aerial films of Czechia, and I'll link his channel in the description below so you can go
Oh,
check him out.
awesome.
Now, Jested overlooks the city of Liberec, and the area is also a ski resort during the
Oh,
winter.
wow.
You can have a nice meal in the Towers restaurant or even stay the night in its hotel. Afterwards,
neat.
we're going to head over to the Bohemian Paradise. Located in northeastern Czechia, this has to be one of my favorite
Oh my
natural
God,
areas
look
in the
at
country.
that.
It's a mysterious area with rolling hills
Oh, that would be so cool.
Ooh,
I would
mysterious.
like to stay in one of those
I
houses.
know.
That'd be awesome.
How fortunate they are
Yeah.
to live there.
has to be one of my favorite natural areas in the country. It's a mysterious area with rolling hills and natural beauty. One of the most notable features of the Bohemian Paradise is its sandstone rocks. They are uniquely carved out of the hills with various formations. The area around Shirazi has an interesting rock called Kobila that looks like an upside down foot. Now, this area just looks so magical, especially when it's covered in mist. There's plenty of trails and hikes to go on, so if you
Oh,
want to
wow.
experience some Bohemian nature,
Oh my
you gotta give this
God.
place a visit. Afterwards, we're gonna visit the Bez
That looks
Diaz
haunted.
Castle. Now, located just 30 minutes from the Bohemian Paradise, the royal castle was built in the 13th
I just want to say this is so cool because like this is like all new
Yeah.
to us. It's just so
we-
awesome seeing like,
Yeah.
and sometimes when you see places like videos in countries that you know,
Mhm.
then even though some of them might be your first time, there's some in there where you see it's like you've seen them before, or you've seen
Mhm.
things like it, but like all this is like totally new.
Yeah.
Like the architecture and
Mhm.
everything just looks so different.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, located just 30 minutes from the Bohemian Paradise, the royal castle was built in the 13th century and perfectly placed on a volcanic hill with an elevation of 604 meters. Now, over its history, it served as a prison for a queen and also a retreat for monarchs who enjoyed hunting in the area. During
Oh,
the
wow.
30 Years' War, it was confiscated by a war general who converted it into a monastery. Now, today, parts of the castle can be visited, and its medieval look has inspired many legends and stories. It's such a cool piece
Oh,
of
wow.
history. Now, another fascinating nearby
Oh,
place
wow.
is the Slope
God.
Castle. It's a rather odd castle that is built upon a 35-meter sandstone rock. The castle was first mentioned in the 14th century, but it was burnt down and deserted a few hundred years later. Today, it's more of a ruins than a castle, but still
Oh.
an interesting spot to visit. Now, just 10 minutes from the Slope Castle is the Panska Skala rock
wow.
formation. It's this beautiful area with volcanic
Oh.
basalt columns that reach 12 meters high. I really like the area around
Oh,
it
wow.
with the pond and park. Definitely worth a visit.
He said volcanic
Yeah,
basalt columns.
How interesting how they're shaped like that.
Hmm.
That reminds me of the old Superman movie.
Wow. We're watching movies today. What, Superman,
The one with
Spider-Man?
the Superman movie with the original Superman.
Yeah. Crypto Knight or whatever.
Yeah, it was his ice castle ice thing. It had columns like that. So anyway, okay. Just keep going.
Okay, let's just
keep going.
12
Okay.
meters high. I really like the area around it with the pond and park. Definitely
That's
worth
cool.
a visit if you're in the area. Now, afterwards, we're going to visit the
Oh
Lednice
my
Castle.
God,
Now,
everything is so
located in the
amazing.
south near the Austrian border. The castle is part of the
Oh, wow.
Lednice-Valtice cultural landscape, which is registered on the UNESCO World Heritage List. Now, back in the year 1249, the House of Liechtenstein acquired a castle in Lednice and remained the principal Liechtenstein residence until World War II, when it was confiscated by the Nazis, and the family was relocated to Vaduz. Now, the castle was originally built in the Renaissance style, but in the 19th century, the palace was rebuilt with a neo-Gothic style. Now, the whole area is just beautiful with its gardens and ponds. Now, I really like the minaret. It's a lookout tower that's over 62 meters high. It was built at the turn of the 18th century, and it's one of the tallest in all Europe. Just a short drive from Lednice is the beautiful town of Mikulov. Now, the crowning feature of the town is the Mikulov Castle. The first castle was built here in the 13th century, but what you see today was reconstructed in the 18th century.
Yeah.
Now, while we're still in the area, you can check out the church of St. Linhart. It's just about 10 minutes from Mikulov, and it's this beautiful church built on an island in the lake.
Oh, how funny.
It's so interesting.
Yeah.
This is a church.
I wonder if it's an active church. I mean, I don't know.
I wonder if like when it was first built, if all the water wasn't there, so that well, it's not like they could take cars to get there.
Right.
But,
obviously now they have to take a boat
Yeah, that's
to
just
get
super
there. I don't know
interesting.
where they dock and all that stuff. It doesn't look, there's like, from this picture, there's no
That's
docks
awesome.
or like
I wonder
landings.
what that church looks like on the inside.
Mm-hmm.
There was once a village there, but it got flooded and only the church remains. Now afterwards, we're going to visit the Konopiste Castle. Now located just 40 minutes outside of Prague, the Konopiste Castle is one of the most well-known castles in all the country. Now it was built towards the end of the 13th century, and one reason why this castle is famous is because it was the last residence of Franz Ferdinand. He's the guy that was assassinated in Sarajevo, which resulted in World War I. I mean, wild stuff. Now, aside from all the history of the castle, today it's a scenic location and it's built right next to a lake. It's a great place to visit, especially if you're in Prague.
Awesome.
Now, afterwards, we're going to head over to the Zvikov Castle. Now, located right on the confluence of the Vltava and Otava rivers, I think this is one of the most impressive castles in the country. It's nicknamed the King of Czech Castles, and I totally understand why. The Zvikov Castle was founded in the first half of the 13th century. The castle strategically stands on difficult to access promontory, and it was so well fortified that it withstood a 4-month siege by the Hussites. And during the 30-Year War, 140 men successfully defended the castle against 4,000 Habsburg troops in 1618. I mean, that's pretty crazy. Anyways, I definitely would have felt safe living here during medieval times. Now today, it's a wonderful destination, and some believe it has a ghost that wanders the castle walls. Now, for our final destination, we're going to visit the fairy tale town of Cesky Krumlov. Now, located about a 2 hours drive from Prague, Cesky Krumlov is a medieval fantasy. As I was doing research, I was just blown away by the beauty of this place. It looks like something straight out of a fairy tale. The town arose around the year 1240 when the Cesky Krumlov castle was built and a settlement emerged beneath it. Cesky Krumlov thankfully escaped the bombings of World War II, which is the main reason the city is so well preserved. Today, it stands as one of Czech Republic's most beautiful towns. One of the main attractions of the town is the castle. It's the second most visited in the country. It's surrounded by a moat that's not filled with water, but bears instead. That's pretty crazy. You can also visit the castle tower to get an incredible view of the town. I mean, it's just such a magical place, and I can't believe it exists. Well, that is it for my Czech
that was like
Republic
a
top 10. Let me know where your favorite place is.
Oh, that's cool too. Did he talk about that?
I don't think so.
Oh, wow. Look at that.
Oh, it's like a star or something.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Comments below. I also started a relaxation channel where I make hour-long relaxation films to bring some peace and nature in your life. I'll be releasing a film on the Czech Republic soon. You can find me on Instagram and TikTok at shirley.films. It's Ryan, and we will see you later.
Thanks, Ryan.
Oh, wow. Thanks, Ryan. Man, that is so awesome.
Yeah, he's
another place we got to visit.
Yeah.
We're going to be going traveling all over everywhere.
That's great.
Yeah, that's great. Thanks, Ryan. That was a good video.
Yeah, it all looked fairy tale. It all looked like movies. So, and, you know.
It's just so awesome just learning this stuff. Because it's like things that you don't even know you're missing.
It's underrated, you know, Czech Republic. Like, people don't, it's not a tourist destination. It's not France. It's not Spain. It's not Italy.
Right. Yeah.
But people are missing out, it looks like.
Yeah, for sure. All right, let's see what the people got to say. How many beautiful castles do you want? Yes.
Yes.
However many you want. I have that many. I am Czech. And it is nice to see other people admire my country. He's a very beautiful video. All right. That's cool. Phenomenal country. Greetings from Turkey.
Yay.
Awesome. Greetings from Poland, brothers.
No.
Everybody loves each other. That's so
neighbors.
Great. All right, man, that was a really good video.
Yeah, that was
I'm glad
cool.
we watched that and just learning about everything.
Yeah.
All right. As always, thanks for stopping by, and we will see you on the next video.
Bye.
Peace.